Hi, Abby here. I want to thank you for joining me today. So, as you know, or maybe you don't know, I am a professional psychic and I'm a spiritual healer, and I want to share a gift with all of you today. And the gift I want to share is something I've been coming across a lot in sessions is the need to slow down the vibes, okay? So when we slow down the vibes, we start to get into what is a harmonic organization of self-realization. Does that make sense? When we slow down, we start to see the things that us going too fast, we just aren't paying attention, okay? And that's not only on the conscious level as human beings, we just rush through life and we really don't pay attention. We don't even pay attention to the way we're feeling about rushing through life. We just say we have to keep rushing. We have to get it all done. You'd be amazed at what happens when you slow down and you get in tune with your inner essence and you ask your inner essence, is this good for you? Is this helping you? Is this the best way to move through life? Inner essence may say, I like it if you just took 5 or 10 minutes just to talk to me when you get up in the morning. Allow me to have a chance to breathe, communicate with me about what your goals are for today. Let us get aligned with each other so that I can work with you. Who are you talking to exactly? Yourself, right? How many versions of yourself are there? You have a mind, right? That's part of you. You have a heart, that's part of you. You have emotions, that's part of you. You have a body, that's part of you. You have a sexuality, you have feet, you have a nose and eyes. All these things are part of you, but interestingly enough, you're not just one thing. You're thousands and thousands, millions and trillions of things. You're even all the cells in your body. How often do you choose to actually get to know yourself? So this gift I'm sharing with you is something I want to help you get to know yourself, okay? So I'm going to use my magic hands, and I'm going to be slowing down your spiritual atmosphere, helping you to relax. And by helping you to relax, you're giving yourself a gift that says, I matter, okay? So I'm giving you the gift so that to help you say I matter, okay? Because you matter, all right? And how am I going to accomplish this? The same way I do everything that I do. I just close my eyes and relax, and I'm going to step into your spiritual atmosphere. You matter. I'm going to step into your spiritual atmosphere, and I'm just going to see what I see, and I'll speak about what I see, but the ultimate goal is here, I'm just going to slow your vibrations down, okay? So on your end, how do you receive? You just choose, right? Okay, that sounds good. I want to slow down, see what happens. I do matter. Okay, Abby, let's see what your magic hands can do. And then you just sit there and you can watch me or you could just listen to me. But just allow yourself to open up to receive. You can watch this video as often as you want whenever you need a reminder to slow down and a reminder that you matter, and getting in tune with those types of frequencies. So I'm going to relax, get in the zone. Okay, so the first thing that I see is, and this is very common, but pretty much everybody has something along these lines. I run into your spiritual atmosphere, and a lot of us have a bubble, or we have a wall, we have something in the way. And the reason why we have something in the way is because we're resisting, we're fearful, we don't know how to trust, we're insecure, we're sensitive. So we put walls up, or we build bubbles, or we build all these different energy structures in order to create the illusion of safety. The only way that safety actually exists is when you're free. When you're free to be yourself, when you're free to breathe through your heart, when you are aligned with love and your true inner power, which is you, which is your higher self, which is love, which is all of this stuff. So walking into your spiritual atmosphere, I'm just going to touch this bubble, okay? Because I'm going to relax it. Just slowing it on down. This bubble is sort of a dark purpley brown color. You're afraid of what I might see within you. It's kind of like you're afraid to know who you truly are, as we all are. What truly lies deep within ourselves. Sometimes it's easier to just skim the surface and just be that, right? Don't be deeper. You might freak people out. You might even freak yourself out. But the truth is, you are deeper. So why not get to know the deeper essence of you? Okay, so I'm going to move vulnerability out of the way. Excuse me. Vulnerability also is a frequency, okay? Everything is. Vulnerability has a sound to it. It shakes. It says I'm nervous. It says I'm unsure. So I'm going to go ahead and let vulnerability know that it's okay. In fact, thank you for being honest with me, vulnerability. Thank you for saying I am a little bit nervous. I am a little bit unsure of who I am deep down inside. I'm trying to cover this stuff up because I do just want to fit in, or whatever it may be, right? I'm just touching vulnerability right now. I'm also touching you on the side of your head. And I'm growing some extra arms, so I'm simultaneously touching you in your heart. And we might as well touch you in your throat, and in your emotional gut, and in your lower gut, sexual body, and then beneath the feet, above the head. And when I touch you, I share love that is compassionate and non-judgmental. You don't need to be judged. You don't need to judge yourself. You just need to relax and know that you're good enough. And you need to be good to yourself too, right? Starting to break down a shell. So I see there's an aspect of you deep down inside, and when I reach my hand in to get this aspect of you and pull you close to me, my hand sort of moves through you. You don't want me to grasp this part of yourself, and you don't want this part of yourself to come too close to me. So I'm going to go ahead and examine this. So I just let it be as it is, and I get more to the surface layers, and I just give you simply a hug. And I'm just generating love and friendship and kindness right now. And as I do this, I'm sending your consciousness images of this aspect of yourself, okay? And I ask you, what do you think about this? When I try to touch this part of you, my hand just goes through you. What do you think about this? I'm showing many layers, and this is all the different ways that we have an inner essence that we hide from the outer world. And it's hard for the outer world to grasp that inner essence. And a lot of us don't want people to grasp it because we don't know what that will mean. We don't know what that will mean for the people outside of us or the person that we are within, what it's going to mean to our mind, what it's going to mean to creative forces, right? It's just too much. Just focusing all my energy on bringing this aspect forward, creating self-realization that it exists. Sending echoes into your energy field to ask the question, why would you want to hide any part of yourself? Are not all the sides of you beautiful? Are you not a reflection of God as I am? Can we not be vulnerable human beings sometimes? Can you not simply be yourself? And what is it to be yourself? You'll never truly know until you allow these parts of yourself deep down inside to start rising to the surface. Give us a chance to get to know you. All right, so there's some movement here and sort of opening up like a flower, but there's a lot of work still to do because the flower wants to open, but it looks like shredded up wood pieces that are kind of, it's like a flower that's made out of wood pieces that are all splintered and shattered, and it's tight. It's trying, okay? It's trying. And in the process of trying, it just looks like a mangled mess. It looks rough, okay? That too is beautiful because even the act of trying, even in all its messiness, is a reflection of love. It's courage. It's strength, you know? So this is all opened up and mangled here. I'm getting closer. I'm going to go ahead and relax your energy field some more, and I'm going to be sending a lot of energy down, and we're going to get you rooted into the earth more deeply. Do not be afraid to embrace being human. I run into this a lot. People, you know, that's sort of the line of, I want to exit the matrix. I don't feel like I belong here. You know, why am I on earth? Or life is just so hard that I find too, the soul could be projected out of the body. It only kind of wants to be in it. It doesn't want to fully merge with it because there's just too much trauma in there. There's just too much trauma in this experience and the soul's overwhelmed by it. But the truth is, you'll find bliss and happiness when you embrace everything, literally everything. You must embrace literally everything. When you resist it, like, oh, I don't want that, I don't want that. But if you just embrace it, you actually get to the pleasure of having new experiences, and it will flow so much easier. So I'm going to really get your soul rooted into your body and get you really rooted into the earth, and it's going to feel great, okay? You got to own this body of yours. This body is not like anybody else's body. It's your body. And this is your higher self's gift to all of us. Your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, all that you are is your unique gift to literally every single one of us here on the planet. And why can't we appreciate you? Why can't you be appreciated? Why can't you be loved? Like, you already are loved more than you know, right? Because you exist. You are God. You are beautiful. You are unique. You are creative. You are also vulnerable and emotional and fearful, like all of us. Don't you know the reason why I can walk into your spiritual atmosphere along with every single person who ever watches this video? Because we all share a common seed of collective consciousness. We all know what it's like to skin our knee, right? We know what it's like to cry when we lose someone we love, or when there's a relationship breakup, or when we failed to do the best we could and now we're embarrassed. Or we all know what emotions feel like, right? So we share this common ground with each other, and yet we're still unique, right? It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to get you grounded here. And just allowing your essence to really feel the toes, okay? And when you take a nice deep breath in, you're pulling it in from your toes, not just from your lungs, but you're going to pull it in from deep down, from way down there. It's going to help you feel really connected with your body. And that's a good thing. And I'm sending a beacon of energy deep into the planet, and I'm connecting you to the beacon of energy, so your feet aren't just connected to the earth. Your feet go way beneath the planet, all right? And so there's an energy beacon down there, and I'm getting you connected with it. That's going to really pull you down and anchor you in, okay? There's lots of little layers of resistance and fear, and I wouldn't even know how to begin to go into all of these unique ones. So I'm just going to touch them all at the same time. There could be like a trillion little things in here, like every little salt from a salt shaker. I mean, there's just so many little things in here. So I'm just going to have that many hands and just touch literally every single reflective resistance frequency and just relax it. And I'm going to make it so much more comfortable, so much more cozy and cushy. We're going to get you really nice and comfortable in your body. And it's going to feel good. That's a lot better. So as I'm doing this, I'm going to check out your head, all right? Mental body, I'm going to go take a peek here. So mental body is the home of ego, right? So how do we work in balance with ego? We have to let our heart be sort of at the forefront, okay? The heart is the one that holds the reins. The heart is the one that's driving the horse here. If the ego is driving the horse, you're gonna find that you're always gonna be in war with your many selves. Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know what to do. I guess I just won't do anything. Well, if I do this, then all these bad things are gonna happen. They might happen, they might not happen, but I really don't think that I have the energy to tolerate anything that may or may not happen. Something good may come of it, but I'm overwhelmed at the idea of how that could even be possible. That is what is working with ego here. That right there, when you put that in riding the horse here, if that's driving the horse, like that right there is going to get you round and round and round in circles and have you standing still. And it's going to convince you you're accomplishing things in life. Well, you are. You're accomplishing working with ego, and things do manifest when you work with ego, but you'll find your life is far more fragrant, far more tasteful, far more challenging, and yet when you conquer the challenge, you feel like a Superman or a Superwoman. You feel so much larger than you could imagine because you're choosing to face your inner fears, to look into those fears, let those fears go, and then you grow from that, okay? Ego doesn't want to face fear. And ego wants to blow up your fears so big that you never face them. So ego wants you to live inside of a prison or a shell in order to create a comfort zone for you. So when I go to mental body here into your head, right, I'm going to go ahead and let ego know that ego, you're doing a great job. And I want to thank you for all your hard work and everything that you feel is the right thing to do. And I know that you feel strongly that this is the way it needs to be. And I just want to say thank you for giving it your best effort. And I want you to know, ego, that something really neat is you can actually relax. And you don't have to put so much energy into this whole thing because heart is going to go ahead and move forward a little bit more. So I want you to just relax in this chair. You did a really great job. I'm proud of you. And now we're going to let heart move to the forefront. Still keeping you grounded here, still keeping your soul deep down there, right into the toes and right into the earth. Feels good. Okay. I'm just going to see that part of yourself deep down inside. I want to see what that looks like now, if I could grasp it. What about this flower that was kind of splintered and such? What's that look like? Let me see what's happening here. There's still the challenge of knowing yourself. And how does anybody actually know themselves? What is the process for you to start figuring out how to know yourself? Because you have to figure this out, right? How do I know myself? Well, you're going to have basic stuff. Well, I know that I really like this and I'm not really into that. Like, I really like sports. I don't really like painting. I like Jeeps. I don't like, Jaguars. We have these basic things that we like and that we don't like that make us human, right? But if we were to go beneath the surface of the human that likes and dislikes stuff, and what would we find there? What about love? What about fear? What about hate? What about, I just simply can't do it. I'm not strong enough. I'm not courageous enough. I'm not smart enough. Now that's actually getting to know yourself. What do you label as, I'm not good enough? I'm not pretty enough. I'm not clever enough. I don't know how to work with technology. You see how you're already deciding what you can and can't do? You're already deciding that you know yourself. So you're never really going to know yourself until you stand up against what you say you can't do. Now you're starting to get to know yourself because you're getting to know what you're capable of. That's how you get to know yourself. You don't let the part of you, who's talking here, the part of you that likes to tell you what you can and can't do, you don't let that part of you do that. I would define that as ego. But you let your heart say, you know what? It's going to be hard and I'm freaked out about it, but I'm just going to trust in the process here. I'm just going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to do something different, something I would never do before, because I want to know what this means to me. And maybe I'll just do it for 2 months, or maybe I'll do it for the rest of my life, or maybe it'll prompt some new direction that I've never even explored before, I never even thought of, but I'll never know until I at least try. Now you see how trying creates a ripple effect. You're not standing still anymore. You're getting to know who you are deep down inside because you're choosing to experience yourself, experiencing life, and how those experiences make you feel, and then conquering the parts of you that are overwhelmed by it, and learning how to embrace every moment of this thing called life. That's getting to know yourself. And that's showing the world who you are too. There's still a lot of splinters in here, but I'm able to walk through the hallway to get to this part of you. It's sort of hidden in a closet, and the floor, the walls, the ceiling are all splintered wood. Like, I would totally get splinters in here. On my feet, on my shoulders, like it's a narrow space. Like there's wood splinters everywhere. I'm just walking towards this closet where you're hiding. I say, why do you make it such a hard pathway to get to what's deep down inside of you? Why does it gotta include pain and suffering? I mean, why does the pathway to getting to know who you are have to include pain and suffering? It's gonna hurt. No, it's not. That's you being afraid of knowing who you are. When I open the closet door, I see sort of a red wooden ball, and it looks also kind of like a heart. It glows red from the inside, but it also looks like it's carved out of wood. And it's also squishy, believe it or not. All of these details are true about whatever this is deep down inside of you. But I will say this is important. I'm just going to continue to look at it. I'm choosing to accept it. Sometimes what's deep down inside of us doesn't always add up. Is it wood? Is it squishy? Is it both? Is it glowing? Is it my heart? I don't know. What is it? It's all of these things. Getting to know your inner self can be everything and confusing at the same time. Because you have to decide what it all means to you and if it relates to how you want to define who you are. I say this ball is good enough for me. There's more to this because the closet seems to have a mystery door, and I'm walking through it right now, and it looks even worse than the splintery hallway. That hallway at least had bright white light and I could see my way, but here it's dark. The walls are really creepy, kind of, I don't know, am I walking through the inside of a body? It's kind of glows red on the floor and the walls, but they're like black shadowy patches. And I enter into a space of emptiness. And this part of you says, Abby, what's deep down inside of me is emptiness. That tells me that every single person, including myself, deep down inside of us, we all have a space of emptiness. And for me to access this space, I can feel emptiness. And it's big and vast, and there's nothing here. And there's a longing for there to be something more here. And I say, well, guess what? I just opened the doorway to your emptiness space. So what are you going to fill emptiness with? You can fill your emptiness with something. But let's let it be real. Let's not fill our emptiness with more clothes or buy more objects or things or nice, let's fill it with something that actually heals us. It's not like the empty, bottomless void. And we never can get enough, and then we never heal. This space, we can fill it with something truly meaningful, heal it, and help you grow. It's like a space where it's like a fuel tank on empty. That if we fill it with love, right? Just imagine how awesome you're going to feel. I decide to put this red ball into the empty space. And I just want to see what happens here. The red ball asks if it belongs here. And I ask the red ball if it belongs here. It's not up to me to decide where you belong. Do you belong in emptiness? Or maybe you could make a difference in the emptiness within yourself. Maybe you can do it. The red ball starts to cry and says, that's a large task. That's a big task. I don't know if I'm up to the task. But it also simultaneously says, while it cries, you're right. I should be working on the emptiness within myself as an avenue to knowing who I am deep down inside and to heal those parts of me. Because truly no human should feel empty inside, right? This is pretty neat. What is projected from this red ball is a garden. And because this is a big spherical space, it's like an inner earth or something. There's a plants growing all the way around, all the way around. Okay, this is going to get even more interesting because we're actually going to turn this space inside out. So all these plants are very quickly growing. It looks like Garden of Eden inside of the empty space, which is no longer empty. It's full of thriving, living, Mother Earth style loving energy. Fragrant flowers, animals, healthy green plants. It feels great in here. And so we take this space and we turn it inside out, and now we have what looks like the planet Earth, totally healthy, totally vibrant, totally alive. And as we look at this healthy Earth, we realize that this healthy Earth is also us. It's me, it's you. When the earth is healthy, I too am healthy. And I'm also healthy on the inside as I am on the outside. And that too can be the truth about me. That I can be healthy. That I can be a reflection of healthiness. That I can be a reflection of the way I want to see Mother Earth look and feel. And I too want to look and feel that way. And so I'm going to choose to acknowledge that this is my now, this is my identity. Health and vitality. You see, you don't manifest health and vitality by saying, well, I'm not really healthy right now. No, you manifest it by saying, I am healthy. I have health and vitality. That's how you manifest it. You acknowledge what you already have. Well, I don't have that. No. If you say I don't have that, then you'll never have it, right? And if you say, well, that's something I will have in the future, you're always going to be trying to get to it. So you need to state that you have that now. And when you state that you have health and vitality right now you are manifesting it in the now, not back then, not into the future, right now. Every day that you're in the now, every moment that you're in the now, you are manifesting it because you're saying, I have it. I am the healthy earth. I am the healthy earth on the inside and the outside. I have health and vitality. I am alive. There is no emptiness. Right? Your energy field is just totally opening up right now. There's so much more to do here, but this is a great start. This is the ball rolling, right? Into a space of new things, new energy frequencies, new ways of feeling, new ways of loving yourself, expansion, open-mindedness, self-discovery, right? You're worth knowing. All right. That's all I have to share. That was really fun. I've been wanting to create some videos to share energy work and healing as a gift for YouTube. For those of you who aren't able to explore a session with me, now here's an opportunity for you to receive that. And I know that this energy work is going to make a difference in your life. And do not be shy to really embrace this gift and let it transform the way you feel about yourself, about your soul, about the human race, about planet Earth, about love and what love means to you, about emptiness, about all of these things, right? About ego, letting the heart drive the horse, right? I hope you all enjoyed this. And for those of you who would like to connect with me for a psychic session, please come visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. You can also find me on Patreon at Abbey Normal's Wisdom Quest. I hope you all have a great day.